New details emerging from the deadly accident on the set of a popular movie franchise. Here's ABC's Gio Benitez.
No, but I said, what's up? Like, what's going on in your life? You said, not much.
I was like, not much, I know. I thought the fact that I was wearing a denim vest would be all the rage. Would be all the news.
That was going to be the news there.
But then Blake shows up, uninvited, I might add. I thought she's just been pounded, and it turns out that she's like, she's 6 months pregnant or something, you know. I got to get way more hands-on at home.
You thought, You thought it was going to be the denim vest. It wasn't.
No, I thought that was going to be the lead story.
Ryan Reynolds has spent years perfecting his image as Hollywood's lovable troublemaker, quick with a joke, charming in interviews, and never far from a viral marketing stunt. But what if that polished persona is masking something far darker? In just 4 years, 2 film productions tied directly to him ended with someone losing their life.
We've obtained the police radio dispatch made after a stunt woman lost her life while filming a motorcycle scene for Deadpool 2.
After a stunt set, he was gone through a window, severe injury.
The audio captures the terrifying moments after Joy S.J. Harris crashed through a ground floor window in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Both happened during movies where he wasn't just acting, he was a producer involved in the decision-making that shapes everything from schedules to safety. And yet neither incident sparked the kind of public outrage you'd expect when tragedy strikes a movie set. No viral news coverage, no trending hashtags, no drawn-out investigations splashed across entertainment headlines. Instead, these stories seem to vanish almost as soon as they happened, buried under Hollywood gloss. Is this simply bad luck? Or does Reynolds have one of the most efficient PR machines in the industry, working behind the scenes to keep his image spotless? The question isn't just about one actor. It's about how power works in Hollywood and how some stories get told while others disappear without a trace. And the deeper you look, the more unsettling it gets.
It's just crazy. It's all so crazy. And it makes me sad. I'm sure most of you know, but this case in real time is just another reminder that there are 2 legal systems in this country. One for normal people and one for those with unlimited financial resources.
Reynolds' reputation thrives on a delicate balance. The relatable family man with razor-sharp comedic timing, equally adored in the US and Canada. In America, the coverage is almost entirely positive. But in Canada, the narrative shifts. There, local media has reported stories about safety concerns and tragedies linked to productions he's involved in, stories that somehow never gain traction south of the border. It's almost as if there are 2 versions of Ryan Reynolds, the one Hollywood sells to the world and the one that Canadian industry insiders whisper about behind closed doors. This difference in coverage isn't just coincidence. Canadian productions often face stricter workplace safety oversight and more localized reporting. But in the US, with bigger budgets and even bigger PR teams, those same stories can be smoothed over, reframed, or simply ignored until they fade away.
Comprehend fully how fake and gay everything in Hollywood is. And this is a perfect opportunity.
The result? Reynolds' American audience never sees the controversies, only the curated charisma. And when your public image is your greatest asset, controlling what gets reported isn't just smart business, it's survival. But as we'll see, when real lives are lost on set, the divide between image and reality becomes impossible to ignore. In 2017, Deadpool 2 began filming in Vancouver, riding the wave of its predecessor's massive success. The stakes and the stunts were bigger than ever. But on August 14th, tragedy struck. Joy S.J. Harris, an experienced motorcycle racer performing her first film stunt, was killed during a sequence gone wrong.
Her motorcycle was left lying on the ground, surrounded by shattered glass.
The stunt actor was airborne through the building.
The Brooklyn native was touted as being the first licensed African-American woman in U.S. history to compete in sanctioned motorcycle road racing events. On YouTube, she posted video of wiping out in a race in 2015. She wrote, Lesson learned, always focus on your own ride. Just 3 days ago, she posted this photo, feeling fantastic in Vancouver, British Columbia. Ryan Reynolds, the star of Deadpool, says, "We're heartbroken, shocked, and devastated."
An investigation revealed a cascade of safety failures, inadequate risk assessments, missing protective gear, and supervision gaps that violated workplace regulations. The motorcycle itself had not been fully evaluated for the stunt, and Harris had not been given a helmet to match the character she was portraying.
Tonight, the tragic death of stuntwoman Joy S.J. Harris is raising questions about safety on movie sets. In audio obtained by TMZ, 911 dispatchers described the chaos in the aftermath of the crash on the set of Deadpool 2.
After lost control, went across the street, over a curb, and through a glass pane window into a building across the street.
Regulators fined the production nearly $300,000, naming the companies responsible. Reynolds, a credited producer, avoided direct blame, but the violations happened on his watch. And perhaps most telling, production paused for just 1 day before resuming as if nothing had happened.
Harris apparently lost control of her motorcycle during filming.
The bike just sped off and went straight into the building.
A statement on her Facebook page reading, "She was fearless and relentless in her pursuit of her dream." Joy will be remembered for her groundbreaking career as the first African-American female road racer.
The death of a crew member might have halted other films for weeks, but Deadpool 2 was too valuable to stop. Vancouver was making millions, and each lost filming day could cost over $1 million more. For many, the decision to keep going sent a chilling message. In blockbuster filmmaking, the show doesn't just go on, it must. 4 years later, Reynolds was starring in and producing Spirited, a holiday musical filmed in Boston during the scorching summer of 2021. Crew members described punishing hours in extreme heat, with makeup melting, tempers fraying, and no relief from temperatures topping 100 degrees. Then, on September 22nd, transportation worker Michael Gagnon, a 23-year film industry veteran, died suddenly while on set. His death was not publicly explained. The only acknowledgement came from Union memorial posts, and months later, a suspicious death affidavit filed by his family in court. Despite the gravity of the situation, there was no media storm, no investigation reported, no production shutdown. The shoot wrapped on schedule. For anyone searching online, details were scarce to non-existent. Even the film's dedication to Gagnon left audiences wondering who he was and why he was honored. The absence of public scrutiny was glaring, especially when compared to productions like Rust, where an on-set death shut everything down instantly. Here, another tragedy passed quietly, nearly invisible to the outside world, and just like in Vancouver, Reynolds' name stayed spotless in the headlines, while the story faded before most people even knew it existed. When the details of these two tragedies are laid side by side, a disturbing pattern emerges. Both happened on productions where Reynolds held a producer's role.
Tango 34 need code 3 EHS to Canada Place by Thurlow for an actor in a stunt set. Here has gone through a window. Severe injuries, code 3 EHS.
Code 3 EHS, Canada Place in Thurlow, actor gone through a window. Do you need officers on this?
Giving him influence over the set environment. Both involved the loss of a crew member, and in both cases, filming carried on with barely a pause, prioritizing the schedule over mourning or safety reassessment. This isn't the norm for Hollywood. Productions have halted for far less when big-name actors are injured or killed. But here, the incident slipped by with minimal mainstream attention. That raises an unsettling question. Is this simply a matter of bad timing and unfortunate coincidence, or is it an example of how quickly certain stories can be buried when there's enough money and reputation at stake? For fans, Reynolds remains the wisecracking hero they've always loved. For those looking at the bigger picture, the image begins to crack. And the more you examine the decisions made on these sets, the harder it becomes to believe that nothing could have been done differently to prevent these losses. In Hollywood, the rules change depending on who's at risk. When an A-list actor steps into a dangerous stunt, no expense is spared on safety measures. But for the crew, the people who keep the production running, the safeguards are often thinner. Long hours, minimal breaks, and dangerous working conditions are quietly accepted as part of the job. The difference? Crew members don't make headlines, and they don't sell movie tickets. For productions with big budgets and even bigger deadlines, cutting corners on safety can mean staying on schedule and avoiding costly delays. But when the same production company sees multiple fatal incidents within a few years, it's no longer just about bad luck. It raises questions about whether safety is truly a priority, or if it's something sacrificed in the name of profit. And when the public never hears about these incidents, the lack of accountability becomes its own kind of safety hazard, one that leaves everyone on set more vulnerable. So how does Ryan Reynolds maintain such a pristine public image despite 2 on-set deaths tied to productions he worked on? Is it the work of an exceptionally skilled PR team, quietly managing what gets reported? Are these stories deliberately buried before they can gain traction? Or is the reality even simpler, that the public rarely pays attention when the victims aren't famous? Whatever the answer, the outcome is the same. Tragedies fade into the background, while Reynolds' brand grows stronger than ever. It's a textbook case of image control in an industry where perception is currency. But behind every polished headline is a choice about what to share and what to hide. And if Reynolds Productions can weather 2 fatal incidents without significant public backlash, it makes you wonder how many similar stories have gone untold, and how many more could happen without the public ever knowing. 2 deaths, 4 years, one of Hollywood's most bankable stars at the center of both. And yet the silence is deafening. These aren't rumors or tabloid whispers, they're documented tragedies that never became part of the public conversation. If this is what's visible, what else is still hidden behind the PR curtain? In an industry built on illusion, some of the most dangerous truths are the ones that never make it past the studio gates. Maybe this is just a streak of terrible luck, or maybe it's proof that the real power in Hollywood isn't in the movies, it's in controlling the narrative. And as long as audiences keep laughing at the jokes and buying the tickets, the stories that don't fit the image will stay exactly where the industry wants them, out of sight and out of mind.